This is the Men of High Value channel. My name is Joseph Darling. Today we're talking about edging when it comes to NoFap and semen retention. You guys absolutely love my edging videos for some reason, so I wanted to be specific and go detailed on why I advise against it. So pay close attention, because if you truly live by the guidelines I give you on this video, it's going to give you tons of happiness, tons of consistency, tons of masculinity, and help you to get to your dreams and goals faster. Let's first start off with the definition of semen retention, because it's critical to understand that before you understand the things about edging. Semen retention is when you choose to abstain completely from ejaculation over an extended period of time. Some people make it into a lifestyle, and that is why I advise people to do on this channel, because of the benefits of retaining that life force, that life essence, and basically your power, so that you can have consistency and massive amounts of energy throughout your entire life. Your happiness depends on it, in fact. Very often people get the information about semen retention when they're looking for how to get over their addictions when it comes to porn and masturbation. Semen retention takes it to the next level, and instead of simply doing NoFap for 90 days just to get over your porn and masturbation problems so you can go out and meet girls, we basically say, no, just keep going. Keep enjoying that NoFap lifestyle or that semen retention lifestyle for an extended period of time. And in fact, I even advise voluntary celibacy in order for you to completely stay away from women for an extended period of time as well. Why would I say that? I want you guys to experience having emotional consistency so that you can be disciplined in your life and be able to achieve your dreams and goals faster than anyone else out there. All guys out there that are straight have issues with avoiding girls, and because of that, their emotions are pretty much the same as girls. Because whenever they ejaculate, then they lose motivation, and then they wait a few more days, and then they get motivation again, and then they lose motivation. And it's like up and down emotional reproductive cycle, basically. And we're kind of like girls when we ejaculate all the time, even though our reproductive cycle is less intense than theirs are. But the key point is women have so much problems. And if you're going to tackle those problems because you want to have sex with them, you have to do that at the same time as tackling your own problems. And maybe you suddenly find out that she wants to move in with you, or she got pregnant, or she has these problems with her family and with everything going on in her life. You don't really need that right now. Instead, focus for, let's say, 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years. For some guys, maybe it takes 10 years. It doesn't matter. Right now, you're able to attract the women that you're able to attract right now. And if you're a 5 or a 4 or a 6 or whatever, you'll basically be able to qualify for girls that are 4, 5s, and 6s. And if you do qualify for an 8 or a 10 because you become good at the game, you won't be able to keep those girls long term, or maybe their personalities aren't 8s and 10s. Do you understand what I mean? I want you to get to the level where you can choose women from the top shelf and then actually be able to retain them for the rest of your life, setting up a family in what we call 3 girls in love. I teach that on this channel. I also teach it on the Girls of High Value channel. If you haven't checked that out, make sure you subscribe. The link is down below. Oh, that's right. We were talking about edging, so let's get back to that principle. Edging is basically that you are either by yourself or with the partner and you masturbate or you have sex, but then you stop before ejaculation comes. And since you don't ejaculate at all, it basically means that you're still retaining your sperm. You're still not ejaculating, and that allows the sexual energy to build up because of your semen production levels. Your sperm production is what creates sexual energy, is what creates motivation, is what creates drive, it's what creates ambition. And it's fantastic to have an amazing amount of sexual energy. It helps you in every single aspect of your life. But do you know what's actually more important than having massive amounts of sexual energy? It's having consistency. Being consistent is more important than anything else in your life. Because consistency allows you to tap into the most amazing wonder of the world called the compounding effect. Compound effect, man. Exponential growth because of consistency. Where do you need consistency? In every single area of life. But especially your finances, because establishing your finances and coming into the consistency and exponential growth curve with your money is going to exponentially increase absolutely everything in your life if you're interested in personal development. Because personal development is not just a single man's sport. It is a team effort. It is about tapping into coaches that have 10 years or 20 years or 30 years of experience in whatever it is that you want to do, and then paying them money to coach you to accomplish amazing things in whatever category of life you want success in. This is why I'm so big on setting up your financial foundation first, while at the same time being voluntary celibate, because of exponential growth. And because when you have it in money, you will be able to have it in all the other areas of life as well, and thereby get fantastic joy and happiness in everything. So if you're following my guidelines of being voluntary celibate for that time period until you get that exponential growth curve and get to 100K in net worth before you start even looking for the 3 girls in love situation, then there's basically only one kind of edging. You're not edging with the partner, hopefully. Then what's the only other option? Is you edging on your own, having amazing pleasure by yourself in your bed. That's ridiculous. Stop it. You don't need it right now. Because most of you who are watching my channel are struggling to get past 90 days of semen retention. And if you're not struggling with 90 days of semen retention, maybe you still have a job. Maybe you haven't started that side hustle or that business yet that have replaced your income in your full-time job. If you haven't done that, if you haven't gotten to 100K in net worth, then why are you spending time increasing your sexual energy for no reason at all? Because it's going to make you inconsistent. Yes, you might get sexual pleasure. Yes, you might get sexual energy. But it won't help you to be consistent because you'll continuously be thinking about girls. You'll be consistently thinking about women. Consistently thinking about basically pleasure. It'll be an addiction for you too. Instead of being focused on consistency in the boring and mundane tasks that need to be completed in order for you to get the exponential growth on the money side. In your first 90 days, especially in the first 90 days of semen retention, managing to overcome your porn addiction and all the other addictions in your life, you want your sexual energy to go down. Why? Why would I tell you that getting your sexual energy to go down is a positive thing? I want you to flatline. It's fantastic. It's great. It's because when you're flatlining, your sexual urges are controllable. You can control them now. For the first time in your entire life, ever since you started your masturbation addiction when in your early teenage years. It is time for us to make a change to that. You've been addicted for so long, and now you actually have the opportunity of getting rid of that sexual addiction, of that masturbation addiction, of that porn addiction, of that woman addiction, so that you can be consistent, so that you can think clearly about what you want to accomplish with your life, still have ambitions, and never ever go down in motivation. That's why I want you to have a flat line. That's why I want you to have your sexual energy go down for a period of time, and then your body will find its optimal rate of semen production going on inside your body and will consistently, slowly but surely increase in your life until you are at 90 days and your dopamine levels and serotonin levels and your happiness levels and everything in your brain that has to do with your hormones will work optimally, will work fantastically, will make you happy all of the time. You will never have been so happy as you will be after 90 days of semen retention and not having edged at all. You will not have ever been as consistent in your training routines, exercise routines, in your work habits, in terms of setting up your business, waking up early in the morning, going to bed early at night. All of those things will be set and established, and you'll actually be consistent this time. Man, I'm so fired up for you because you can have this. But it requires that you stop edging. This is what's going to happen on your 90-day journey. I repeat it again, and I've repeated it in all my semen retention videos. But for all of you guys who are new, who haven't seen this before, your first 30 days, your emotions are going to be all over the place. All over the place. You won't recognize yourself in your first 30 days of semen retention. And you'll be wondering, what's going on? I don't know. Am I supposed to relapse now or what? No. 30 days, anything can happen. It's crazy, okay? And then past those 30 days, now begins normally the flatline period. And it might be a short one for you, or maybe it lasts for 30 days or longer. It doesn't matter. The point is to not jack up your semen production levels. Let it go by itself. No touching yourself down there. Allow your body to do its thing. You're going to get morning wood. You're going to maybe have some wet dreams, and they don't count on your journey to 90 days because your body is regulating itself. Things are happening, and you're allowing it to take place and embracing the journey towards 90 days and setting up your habits and setting up your vision for what you're going to do in the next 2 to 5 years as a result of you having finally consistency and masculinity in your life. Man, it's going to be absolutely amazing. Again, repeating why I want you to have a flat line and go through that basically no motivation time, because, your sperm production is not really happening. Because it's like, I can't go anywhere. What's going on? So, okay, we need to stop the semen production. Fantastic. Now you can actually learn to control your urges. Now you can learn to control your thoughts. Now you can learn to control your attitude. Because you're not all over the place. You're not driving 150 kilometers down the highway. It slows down. And when you slow down, it's kind of like the Matrix, right? It's been going so fast all the time. But now, when you're flatlining, you're basically watching and embracing everything that is going on. You're tapping into the information that I've got on this channel. You're tapping into new habits that you're setting up for yourself. You're beginning to read books. There are some books that I recommend on this channel. And you're setting up your life for long-term success. The key is learning to control your thoughts. Learning to control your emotions, because success requires you to do things despite how you feel. That's what people struggle with out there. I don't feel like doing it, and so I'm not gonna do it. But it's when you don't feel like it that you need to do it despite how you feel. It's the discipline aspect. And when you tap into the discipline aspect, everything changes in your life. And now you begin to discover that, damn, I can actually achieve whatever it is I want to achieve. There are no limits to me. Because I'm more disciplined than 99.9% of the entire population. I rock you know what happens then? Your confidence levels goes through the roof, and what is it that women are attracted to? Confidence. Exactly. The confidence that comes from practicing semen retention and not allowing your semen production to go out of whack because you'll need sex more and you'll need women more. Man, it's absolutely beautiful. And then you pass 90 days and you pass maybe a year or 2 years and you've not touched yourself at all. Your semen production levels is absolutely optimal, perfectly done by your body because the body knows best. And perhaps you have actually managed to get to 100K net worth. Now we're talking. Now I'm saying tap into coaching with me. You should have probably done that from day one in the first place, but if you haven't, now is the time to tap into me because my expertise is yes, emotional stability, yes, starting a business, yes, doing the things that you need to do and being accountable to someone. But my true expertise is relationships, understanding women. Because when you understand women, you'll understand the world, and you can understand women, you actually will be able to get 3 girls in love who will love each other, who will have harmony amongst them, and then who all will love you together and share you because you are amazing. Once you get that relationship going, you'll be edging pretty much every day for the rest of your life. Because you've learned self-control, you've learned discipline, you've learned all the things that you needed to learn in order for you to get exponential growth in every single category of life because you first focused on the financial one. And because of that, you now are able to control yourself even with 3 women. And you can go as long as you want because you've learned ejaculation control. And now simply, you're just edging. That's what you do. And your sperm production is massively elevated, going to the nth degree. And that sexual energy is like a pressure cooker. You restrain yourself, you contain yourself, but it basically comes out, no matter what, in your personality. People will be around you and say, wow, man, what's up with that guy? Look how confident he is. Look how fired up he is. Your handshakes will be like this, man. Yeah, I'm fired up to meet you. And people will buy from you whatever it is that you want to sell them, creating win-win situations everywhere that you go. That is what I'm talking about here, man. You can set yourself up to become huge. There is no limit. And when you connect yourself to the men of high value, camaraderie of men, we're gonna be thousands of people, tens of thousands of people who think like this, like what I've just shared on this video, and there's trust. Because when guys are practicing semen retention and they're following truth, you can trust them. And if we can trust each other, we've got each other's back, and we can actually move forward in the same direction in solving all of the world's problems. All of them. All of the world's problems. Anything is possible. It only requires time and people. But if you've got exquisite, amazing, extraordinary men who's tapped into the best, amazing life hacks there are in the universe, and they've got the money to change the world together? This is what we're doing on the Men of High Value channel. I hope that you subscribe and like this video. Share it with everyone you know, man. I know this is crazy. This is amazing. And people are gonna laugh at you maybe for sharing this video with them. But bro, they're missing out. Seriously. I'm fired up for you, man. Let's go out there, make it happen. Start with the 30 days of semen retention. Don't edge. And get that wet dream, don't count it. And then get to 90 days, allow the flat line to happen in between there, and start the coaching, man. I can help you to exponentially grow your mindset, your brain, your money, your everything. Having someone that holds you accountable every single day will revolutionize your life even more. This is the Men of High Value channel. My name is Joseph Darling. I'll see you in the next video.